A massive move is coming. Multiple NBA insiders have already spoken out about this, but now the odd makers are on board as well too. The favorites to trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo are the New York Knicks. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications on as well too. If you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's get started. The Knicks are the favorites to land Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Knicks trade reports have been heating up. Leon Rose and this Knicks front office are looking to make a major roster move this offseason. Multiple NBA insiders have already confirmed that. And now, throwing more fuel on that fire is this following report. Shout out to NBA insider with Forbes, Evan Cedarty, for giving us this following information here. As he states, the Raptors are now the betting favorites to acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo if he requests a trade from the Milwaukee Bucks. You see there, Toronto plus 500, but the Spurs and the Knicks plus 600. So in this situation, in this particular ranking, the Knicks have the second best odds to land Giannis. But a few days ago, the odd makers had the Knicks at plus 400s, which would have made them the favorites to sign Giannis. If you're following this situation closely enough, then you already know the odds about what player is going to go to what team, it normally changes from day to day. However, what doesn't change is where a player wants to play. And Giannis does not want to play in the Western Conference. He prefers to stay in the Eastern Conference. Shout out to NBA insider Brandon Scoop B. Robinson for giving us this following information here. According to him, the Greek Freak prefers to remain in the Eastern Conference, which means the Knicks still have a puncher's chance of landing and trading for Antetokounmpo in the 2025 offseason. Even though it sounds nice, I mean, Giannis and Wemby sound almost unstoppable, but it doesn't sound like Giannis wants that to happen. And when it comes to the Raptors, let me say this again. If Giannis chooses to leave Milwaukee, he'll want to go to another situation where he can still win and compete for a championship. Even though the Raptors are right now the betting favorites to land Giannis, that doesn't make sense because even if they did, they would not be the favorites for a championship. Not in the Eastern Conference, but if the Knicks were able to land Giannis and not have to gut the team in the process, that would catapult them at the top of the Eastern Conference as the favorites for next year to win a championship. Given the odds, Vegas knows the Knicks are planning something, and all signs keep pointing back to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Multiple NBA insiders have already confirmed that you cannot rule out the Knicks in any Giannis sweepstakes, especially when Giannis is making the following comments about New York. And these comments show exactly where his next preferred destination is to play if it's not in Milwaukee. Shout out to basketballgm.com for breaking down all of this following information for us. According to them, when Giannis Antetokounmpo was on his brother's show, The Analyst Show, he stated the following about New York and playing there. According to Giannis, I love playing in New York. Should I repeat that again for everybody who didn't hear that? I think I should. Let's repeat it again, right? I love playing in New York. I think it just brings the best out of me. I also love when I play for Greece and I represent my country. But the comments he just made about New York, about loving to play in New York, because it brings out the best in him. It brings out the best play from one of the best players on the planet right now in Giannis. That is the superstar that you trade for. And I know Leon Rose is looking at that move. Shams basically confirmed it, and even Ian Bagley confirmed that as well too. Even though the Knicks may not seem like an obvious trade partner for Giannis, especially after trading for Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges and re-signing OG Anunoby, league sources say it would be a mistake to count them out. So even though everything is pointing at the Knicks not being able to get a deal done, league sources still do not want to count out the Knicks. And why? Because they know Giannis loves to play in New York. He wants to go to a winning situation. And oh yeah, New York, the Knicks are a winning franchise right now. We have created a winning environment, and it's clear that environment has attracted the Greek Freak. And if you needed any more evidence to believe that the Knicks were going to be making a major blockbuster trade very soon, all you have to do is listen to Shams Charania and his latest update here. He reported that the Knicks are on the hunt for a landmark player. Landmark player linked to the Knicks. If the Knicks don't want an aging superstar in Kevin Durant, who's left on that list? Giannis. Giannis is the one that is left on that list. And how can we forget? We covered this update yesterday in the video that we dropped on the channel. An NBA insider has confirmed that the Knicks are working in a process here, in order here. First, they have to get their next head coach, who, by the way, all signs are pointing to Jason Kidd being their next head coach. Then after that, they're going to be making a blockbuster trade offer for Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's what they're going to be doing, and every single report coming out right now seems to support that. The odd makers support that decision. The NBA insiders support that decision. And even Giannis is clearly supporting that decision. He said again, and I quote, "I love playing in New York." I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see the best version of Giannis with this Knicks team, with Jalen Brunson, both of these superstars in their prime, playing together. MSG would lose its mind. And once we got to the postseason, seeing Brunson to Giannis lobs, seeing Giannis one-man fast break his way all the way to the other side of the court and dunk it on whoever else is in front of him, that's going to be a highlight that so many Knicks fans look forward to each and every single night that the Knicks play. Everything is there. All the signs are there. All you have to do is look for them. Giannis wants New York. New York wants Giannis. And for everybody who's telling me the Knicks do not have what it takes, they do not have the right assets available in order to pull off that trade, let me remind you once again. One of the main things at play here is Giannis and what he wants. If Giannis makes it clear, and by the way, I think he's made it pretty clear already. He loves New York. Remember that. Everybody knows where he really, really wants to play, including the Milwaukee Bucks. But if he lets everybody know that he only wants to be traded to New York and nowhere else, it's going to severely limit the trade offers that Milwaukee gets. And that means they might just have to accept any trade offer that the Knicks provide and give them, even if it's a trade offer that normally they wouldn't want for Giannis. But in this situation, they might have to do that. And this is the only way I think a Giannis trade happens. But I think we're on our way to actually seeing that. He didn't have to say that he loves New York. He definitely didn't have to say that it brings out the best version of him. But he chose to say those things. The odd makers see something that other people are just not seeing. The stage is set. Leon Rose and this Knicks front office, they're preparing to make a monster move, a blockbuster trade. Insiders, odd makers, and everyone alike are suggesting the exact same thing. Giannis is likely gone this offseason, and the next place he plays basketball, if all the reports are to be believed, will be the New York Knicks. And if the Knicks are able to pull off a trade for Giannis without having to gut the team, we are absolutely closer to a championship then than we are right now, because Giannis is a game changer. And if you're not gutting the team to get Giannis, that is a trade that changes the Knicks and everything we're looking to do moving forward. Trust in Leon Rose and this Knicks front office. They have not let us down before. So why would they do that now? But what about you guys? What do you think about the odd makers suggesting that the Knicks are one of the favorites to land Giannis if he's traded from the Bucks? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.